let's talk a bit more about the power of the mind. And the power of the mind involves it just being so amazing. And I'm excited about this because, with science and how everything evolves and how the scientists get more and more insights, they say things like how the brain is like the supercomputer, which is so much better than all different processors and the different computers we already have. It's just so powerful. And then there's the thing about us only using such a small percentage of our brain. So, what is actually possible with the brain as one gets higher and higher, evolving more and more? It's kind of like in the film Lucy, where she gets all of those extra abilities. It's like that. I truly believe that as we grow and reach this higher state, connected more and more to God, we reach those states. And I know of people who, with the power of the mind, can influence the elements, the weather, bend metal, see through things. So there is a lot that is possible. We just have to open our mind to it. And we are so much programmed that all of this is just a fantasy with all of those movies, science fiction, fantasy movies, that it's just not going to be something that we feel like we can bring into our everyday life. So it stays a fantasy because we don't believe it to be true. We might start feeling and seeing and experiencing things which we before haven't felt to be real, like the energies or ghosts and other beings on different planes. But that's just a fraction of it, of what there really is. Because we are here in the image of God. And God has created all of this with all the different energies. So we are able to also reach those states. And that is what I would call consciousness expansion. Just going deeper and deeper into all the different possibilities of ourselves, into the possibilities of the mind, expanding, and then experiencing that. So it might be experiencing God and actually noticing how huge this is. This I would call just creation. And then you realize, okay, I am here with my little mind, creating my life, manifesting my life. And all the people in this world are doing this, also parallel to me. And then there are souls which are here incarnated, that's the word I was missing, incarnated in us. And that goes higher and higher. So it just becomes so huge and put things into perspective, making you see how small this fraction of what you actually experience is. And they say as above, so below, and it's the same with how all the different things are. So just as we are aware of just a fraction of things, just like science keeps on digging deeper into all of the different truths that there are, it's just how we also experience life, and we learn more and more. We go to more and more truths. We expand our consciousness, becoming more aware, more present, and just living fuller, living a life more aware of the different things. So there is no end of the different possibilities that we have. I would say your imagination is that what stands at the end. If you are able to truly see it and feel it, then you can create it. You just have to really focus on that and clean all of those things from your system which are not aligned with it, which still make you worry, which make you question yourself, which stop you from reaching your full potential. So go for that. Water your own plant, take care of your being, and be mindful about yourself. And notice also all the different signs that your mind is giving you. And that is also what I would like to tell you more about. Health, illnesses. And when you take care of yourself as you take care of a plant, all is good. You stay healthy. You notice the little signals. With a plant, it's easier. You notice when it suddenly gets a bit dry, when it is maybe decaying. You will notice all of that, and you take care of it because you are its caregiver. Or like with children, you notice when something is wrong. You might even notice it in their eyes when they're getting a bit sick. But you ignore all of those different signs when it comes to yourself. If you have a house, you might be noticing straight away, or a car, that it has a weird noise in it, that maybe some pump is not working correctly, that the sink is leaky, things like that. And what about your own system? What about the pain you might have in your back? What about a headache? What about digestion problems? Those small things. Do you ignore them? Or do you actually look at them and look for the cause and change that cause? Change it and then become healthy. Because health is that space where you are not in pain, which you are healthy, which you are free, when you are at peace with yourself, when you feel in flow. And all of those different things which just don't feel good, are not aligned, are already illnesses. Little small ones, sure, the different pain and aches. But they are just little signs of your body. Because you have been ignoring that which is coming into your mind or into your feelings. So it comes from the above, from your soul, into the mind, into your emotions, and then lands in the body because you have been ignoring the signs that are above. And then it has to manifest for you to notice it, for you to notice that it's time to change something, to maybe turn your life around. That's why I tell you, look at all of those little signs that you get. Take them seriously. The little pain and aches. The little accidents you have, maybe like cutting your finger when cutting something. Notice them before the big ones have to come. Because the big sicknesses like cancer or huge accidents, those big kind of things, they will not happen like suddenly. Sure, you might have not been aware and conscious about the signs that come before, but if you become aware and conscious of all the little signs before and you still ignore them, then it shouldn't come as a surprise. It's just kind of the natural effect. You need bigger lessons if you've been ignoring the small ones. And sadly, the smarter you are, the easier it will be for you to lie to yourself and to turn things around in your brain the way you want to. So also stay truthful to yourself without lying to yourself, without doing things that you shouldn't be. Just stay true to your moral code. Like, for example, if you feel like you shouldn't be eating something because it's not doing you good, but you still eat it, it's already something that is not doing you good because you know the truth, but you still go against it. This is what sin actually is. The church talk about all the different sins, you know, cheating on someone or killing or stealing, things like that. But no, sin is actually just those moments where you go against your moral code. Because you can sin where you are conscious about something. I cannot blame someone for stealing if they are hungry and they don't have anything because they need it. But if someone steals and they know they are not doing the good thing and they don't need it for staying alive, is it then still something that's all right? No, it's not. So just become aware of all the different things that you do. And then look at your moral code. Is it still aligning with myself? Is it the truth? Is it the thing I want to live like? Is it the way that I am? Would I want someone else to do this to me? Is it doing me any good? Just look at your life and question yourself. And clean yourself, your container. Take care of yourself. And then you can reach that state where your consciousness is higher, when you're closer to God, and where also there comes a certain stillness, a flow, a state where you're connected to everything, where you trust life and all that comes with it, where you trust even those things that seem bad at first look, because you know that is what is right for you at this moment. So you go through life aligned, not worrying because you know it's right, that what you come across on your path. And that is this stillness that you have in your being. Suddenly your nervous system becomes calm. It's not worrying anymore. Your body is relaxed. You reach a state where you don't have all of those different thoughts consuming your brain, making you round and round in circles. No, because you have cleaned your system and they are not necessary anymore. But they might come back again and again to make you grow more, to make you become aware of all of that again. And there's a difference between the stillness and a certain emptiness. There is a difference between relaxation and having no energy. So you also have to differentiate between the good and the bad, the polarity of the light and the polarity of darkness. And with that, you can learn to also let your brain become aware of all the different things that there are. What is good for you? What is that which truly makes you come alive? In a positive way, in a way that is full of love and light, not just desires and needs, but things that are really beautiful and true and aligned with you. Thank you for joining, and I hope this gives you some clarity about the mind and how you can work with all these many aspects. Have fun exploring yourself. I think that's the key aspect of this. Going deeper and deeper into yourself and aligning more with that what you truly are without lying to yourself. Staying honest and true to yourself and then to others. Taking care of yourself and others.